y'all? It's your girl AB, that girl AB, and we back with another story time. But before I do anything, I'm gonna do what my mom always tell me, like, girl, add some shine to your lips. Add some shine to your lips. So let me go ahead and add some shine to my lips. So y'all, I am one day away from going to Houston, and originally I remember saying like, oh, I'm gonna do like a whole Houston vlog, like get ready to go with me. And honestly, I just want to stick to story times. Like the whole get ready with me thing, it's like so many clips in my phone that I'm just gonna delete. The editing would have been like crazy, and maybe if I had like a camera and wasn't doing this on my iPhone, it might be easier. But as of right now, I honestly don't like the lighting right here. Like, where can I go with better light? I'm gonna go over here. Hold on, y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I tried to move for the lighting, but that did not work at all. So we are back to where we was, a little bit farther than where we was, but that's irrelevant. Okay, today we're back to another story time, and please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you are notified when your girl posts. And yeah, let's get to it. So if you have already read the title, you know what this story time is going to be about. But if you did not, and you're listening from your AirPods, cleaning, working out, handling the kids, or just laying down with your eyes closed, relaxing, and just listening to me, this story time today is going to be about the time I was racially profiled by the police. So y'all, this happened back when I was in high school, and I was probably a junior in high school at the time, which means I was probably like, what, 16, 17? Probably like 16. I think I was 16. And it started, and I started off well. Like, me and my friend, we went to our homecoming football game at our school. So we went there, we ended up winning, we all turned up. So afterwards, y'all, me and my friend said that we was gonna go to Chipotle. Now remind you, out of all my friends, I was the first one to have a car out of all the girls. So all like the guys or whatever in the group, majority of them had a car, but out of all the girls, I was the only one to actually have a car. And it turns out the car wasn't even mine, but I had the type of parents where they pretty much just like gave me their car, because we had so many cars growing up. They gave me like their car, and it wasn't like a brand new car. It was like it was a truck. It was a Toyota Sequoia, and it was super big. So for one, it took a whole bunch of gas to fill up. Like, I was in high school, I stayed with a job, but I'm still $5-10 the tank, you know. Like, I'm only making $8.25 an hour, $8.25. Who can survive off that nowadays? Back then, them little $400-500 checks, baby, overtime, what, $900, huh? 16, 17 years old, girl, I'm going to buy Griffey's, I'm going to buy Jordans, I'm going to Forever 21, Hollister, I'm going to Charlotte Rules, Aeropostale. Like, and if it was really back in the day, and I had a job, and I could like work, I was old enough to work, I'd be at 579, I'd be at Dots, Fashion Bug. But that's irrelevant though, that's irrelevant. I'm getting way off topic. I just think reminiscing about the good times when life was cheap and gas wasn't $6. But and what's crazy about that is, I remember growing up, and I remember when it was a certain president, and I remember gas went up to like 3 some, and my parents was just like, oh my gosh, gas is so high, like what is going on? But irrelevant, y'all. I'm ranting, right? Man, me going 1,000 miles per hour. All right, y'all, let's get back on topic. So I was in high school. Like I said, I was 16, 17 years old at the time. Me and my friend, we went to our homecoming football game. We ended up winning the game. out of all the friends, out of the girls, I was the only one with a car. So me and my friend was like, oh, let's go to Chipotle. Because once again, we were not rich. We were not going to steakhouses. Yes, we used to go downtown and, you know, be outside. We used to go like to the Cheesecake Factory. That was like expensive to us. We going to like Dave and Buster's downtown. Like, oh, just because we going to Dave and Buster's downtown versus the suburbs, we felt like we was doing something. But that's neither here nor there. So me and this friend, I'm gonna call her Navy. I'm looking around me because I'm really trying to figure out, like I said, I just be naming people random stuff. So we're gonna call her Navy. There will be more story times about Navy in the future, about how me and her fell out as being friends, because I really thought she was my real friend for years. And people was telling me that she wasn't my friend. Even my family was telling me that, but I just did not believe them. Neither here nor there. Me and my friend Navy, we went to Chipotle. So we walked to Chipotle. I never forget, it was a long line, y'all. When we walked in, the line was so long. We was standing by like the, you know how walking Chipotle normally be two doors. It's like the door you walk in, and then it's the second door to actually let you in the restaurant. So the line is like by the door when you walk in. So people are just standing, you know, like wrapped around the store. So we walked in. We moved up like 2-3 spaces, like 2-3 feet, and next thing you know, I look down. It's $100 bill. What? We done hit the jackpot, y'all. Let's go. And I was the type of friend where I always like shared. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the stingy friend. I'm not the friend where it's like, oh, I got something, and because you don't have it, you not gonna reap the same benefits that I am. Am I like that now in life? Yes. No. You gotta work for what you want, and if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I want to buy you a few drinks for me and you out as my friend, I would do so. But I no longer feel obligated to feel like everyone has to be at the same level as me. Like, we do not have to eat at the same table. And what I eat don't make you, maybe I shouldn't cuss. What I eat don't make you boo-boo. Yeah, y'all. So I won the jackpot, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's $100. Let's go. We up out of here. Because at the time, I'm like, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, that's my $100. Or come looking around like, hey, y'all seen $100. Now I feel bad. And I want to give it back. I don't want to deal with none of that. So I'm like, let's go. Like, we up out of here. Okay, so boom. We leave. And so, I'm like, let's go to Chili's. Chili's is literally right down the street, and it's crazy because I'm on that street right now, and I'm literally sitting right across from Chili's. So that's what made me think of the story time. So we go to Chili's, and remind you, I'm in this big truck. Now, Chili's and Chipotle not even a mile away from each other, remind you. So we get to Chili's parking lot, and I'm riding around. Remind you, it's a Friday night. So people are out with their families. People are out with their friends. People are out kicking it. It's a Friday night, and it's later on in the day. So people are off work. People are just out enjoying life, right? Okay, so boom. I found a parking spot kind of like closer to the door. So I get in there, right? Me and her hop out the car, and we walking towards the building. Next thing you know, this family, these group of pale people, it's like, it's an older lady, it's a man, and it was like a teenager girl, but she wasn't like, maybe she was like 7th, 8th grade. She probably wasn't even like a full teenager. And there was a little boy. They hop out the car and like, oh my gosh, you just hit that car. Me and my friend looking confused. We like, what? They like, you just hit that fucking car? Oh my gosh. What are you gonna do? You just gonna pull off? What are you gonna do? No, stay right here, stay right here. So I'm like, wait, pull off? Like, we standing outside the car, so we're honestly confused. I'm like, I didn't just hit a car. Like, what are you talking about? They like, yes, you did. We seen you just hit the car. Oh my gosh, I'm finna go tell the manager. Stay right here. So the lady walked inside to go get the manager, remind you. The lady walk inside to get the manager. Her husband, or whoever this man is, son, whoever, is calling the police, right? So he's calling the police. Me and my friend just standing there, because for one, we young, y'all. At this big age of mine now, I would handle the situation totally different. For one, you're not going to play in my face. You're not going to hold me nowhere. I'm not going to feel obligated to stay anywhere I know I didn't do anything. And I'm going to cuss you out. And I ain't even going to go there. But, yeah, this big age, you're going to get a totally different reaction out of me. Like, totally different. But at that age, 16, 17 years old, y'all, me and my friend standing up, we're confused. I'm like, I never hit the car. What are you talking about? So the lady come back outside with another family. Like, they just hit your car. They just hit your car. So I'm sitting there looking like I never hit the car. Like, you can go pull the footage. I never hit the car. Next thing you know, the police pulled up. So when the police pulled up, I don't like when it be like a whole bunch of parks and somebody come park right next to me. Like, you have all these parks. If I was to show y'all this parking lot, which I'm not, because I don't want to show y'all like exactly where I am, but if I show y'all this parking lot, y'all gonna be like, what made him park right next to you? Literally, none of the stores open up for another hour and a half. I'm sitting in this parking lot just to do this video before I go to Target, which is down the street. Same at the gym. If you see me on the treadmill, it's a whole bunch of treadmills open. Why did you pick to stand next to me, sir? Ma'am. That's weird. That's weird. But anyway, the police come, and it's a female cop. Now, remind you, I don't know everything about the police at this age. I never really encountered the police. I've never been arrested before. Still to this day, I've never officially been arrested, taken in before, like, have my fingerprints ran, none of that. Police pull up, and they hop out. They like, what's going on? What's going on? So I get to talking. They like, no, you shut up. So now I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, what is happening here? Like, I'm so confused. So they get to talking like, yeah, she just hit this car, and then she was gonna walk inside, act like nothing happened. They probably was gonna pull off eventually and not say anything to the owner. She explaining this, and so then I'm sitting like, why aren't you like taking my side? So she goes to me like, yeah, we're gonna give you a ticket, stay right here, because this was gonna be a hit and run. Like, this is what the officer is telling me. This was gonna be a hit and run, and you was gonna do X, Y, Z. I'm like, no, that never happened. Like, I never hit their car. Like, I'm really trying to explain to them. And at this point, I'm getting so frustrated, y'all. I'm getting so frustrated to the point where it's bringing me to tears. And not because I'm sad, but because, like, I'm so upset. So I end up calling my mama, right? Because technically the vehicle is registered to her. I call my mama, y'all. I'm telling my mama what happened, and she just like, well, you figure it out. Y'all, I instantly burst into like tears. Now at that point, I'm hurt because I'm literally like, mama, I need you to come up here. Like, please come up here. I really need you. The police saying this, I never did this, blah, blah, blah. And she just like, figure it out. Figure it out. Like, I don't know if she thought I was lying about it, or she thought like I was into something else, because y'all, I was like bad in high school. Like, after 6th grade, I started being like so deviant and like bad, and sometimes rude and mean too. Like, so I don't know if she thought like I was into something else, or if something else was going on, I was lying about it, and she just didn't want to involve herself. But I'm really like, I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, and my friend just standing here just as confused as me. Like, so my friend will talk to the officer like, yeah, she never hit the car. The officer like, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. Y'all lucky y'all don't arrest y'all, blah, blah, blah. Please get in her car. The people end up walking inside of Chili's. So I'm just like, I don't watch enough like cops growing up. So yeah, I don't watch enough cop shows to know like you can request a supervisor, right? So that's one thing like I do know you can do. So as the cop is in there, I'm walking to her car like, hey, I just want to talk. Like, I really didn't do nothing wrong. Like, you can pull the footage. Like, I never hit their car. I don't know what they're talking about. She like, get away from my car. Stop talking to me. Shut the hell up. Don't say nothing else before I arrest you and tell your car. What? Like, I'm just like bawling in tears because my mama not coming to save me. Oh, y'all just got a phone call, so I'm trying to figure out where I left off at. Okay, so I'm sitting there bawling, crying because the police just like not trying to hear me out. Nobody's believing me when I'm saying my mama not coming up here to save me, and it's like I can't get a word in. So I tell the supervisor, like, I tell the police officer, like, I want to talk to your supervisor. So she like, what? Get back in your car before I take her. I said, no, I'm requesting your supervisor come up here. Right? So she instantly get pissed, y'all. She's mad as ever now. Like, super mad. Like, now she gotta call her supervisor because everyone has a boss. That's one thing I know. Like I said, I've been working since I was 16 years old. 5 days after I turned 16, I got me a job. Literally got hired 5 days after I turned 16 when I was able to legally work. I got me a job. And I know one thing for sure. Everyone has a boss. And if that boss don't want to listen, they have a boss. Everybody has to answer to someone all the way up to the IRS. Like, everyone, you can't just do whatever you want to do and think you're going to get away with it with no repercussions and think you don't have to answer to no one, think everyone just is stupid. I honestly think this police officer just saw a bunch of kids. These people saw a bunch of kids, and they probably got in an accident before and were just like, ooh, this the perfect opportunity. I requested a supervisor, and supervisor ended up coming. He talked to that officer first, of course. Get they side. He comes to, cause at this point I'm sitting in the car. Me and my friend sitting in the car. He come up there to me, and he just like, he approached my vehicle, and he just like, yeah, what happened? And he was cool as ever, y'all. Normally when you request a supervisor, the supervisor comes so calm and collect. Like, if the supervisor come on BS, you're screwed. If the supervisor come cool, calm, and collective, end up getting blue, you're screwed because you really must have did something to upset them. So I telling him a story like it never happened, blah blah blah. So he go back over there and talk to the officer. He come back, he's upset, but he's not upset with me, but you can tell he's so irritated and aggravated about whatever happened, right? So he ends up saying, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. We're gonna, speak with her, do some additional training. She may get wrote up because you should not be given a ticket off hearsay. They can't prove y'all did anything. It's not even their car, and the police officer is related to this family as well. When I say I should have sued the mess out of this city that I was in at the time, I should have sued their draws off. Okay? Sued their draws off. Because what do you mean she's related to the family? So all y'all in cahoots with each other? This was all planned. I truly believe this was all planned between them. It was all a setup. A setup by, if you a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, then you already know. It was a setup by, say it in the comments. It was a setup by, so I'm like, what? So he let me go. I dropped my friend out. We didn't even go in Chili's. Like, the night was ruined. We didn't go in Chili's. We didn't get no food. I kept the $100. Remind you, I was gonna pay for me and my friend food at Chili's, but I ended up keeping $100. And I take my friend home. Now I get home, y'all, and mom would come up to me like, what happened? So I'm telling her what happened, and at this point I'm breaking down in tears again because I feel like you should have came and saved me. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't know like it was that serious, and you should have told me, like, Ma, I need you to come up here right now. So I did tell you that. I did tell you that. Like, where was your antennas when I was telling you that? Like, what is going on? So she ended up apologizing or whatever. And yeah, that's the time I was racially profiled by the police, because you can't tell me it wasn't because I was a young black lady. The reason why you was trying to pin this on us, because yeah, it was because of that. The town I lived at the time now is more like black people, because black people make more money now, like black doctors, black lawyers, black business owners. So it's black people everywhere now. But growing up, like, in my entire community, out of probably like in my entire town, out of probably 9,000 people, it was probably only 200 black people at the most. At the most, 200 black people. And that is a stretch. Like, in my actual community, it was only 3 black families, and that included me. Everyone else was pale color or Asian. Probably like 2 Hispanic families. So yeah, y'all, that was the time I was racially profiled by the police. Back then, being racially profiled by the police in this town definitely was like a thing. So thank you for coming for my story time. I should be dropping another one soon. Make sure you check out my channel, watch my other videos, y'all. Get me into this algae. I want to be in the algorithm of story times, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back for another one. Toodaloo.